Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm going to start to make sourdough bagels. Now, I met a lovely lady at ShopRite where I shop, and she asked me could I show her how to make her sourdough culture, because we were talking in the store, and I told her that the best time to make a real sourdough culture would be in the spring when those microbes in the air are most active. Now, I will be trying to make a sourdough whole wheat culture this spring when it comes back around, because that's the best time to catch them. And she said that she would like to pay me for these lessons on how to make it. And I told her I'd give them away free here for her. So if you look back, if you want to try making it now, though, I don't think it would work, because you open those windows and you need that breeze and all to really grab those cultures. But there are some other ones where I show you how to make a potato culture and how to make a one-time sourdough culture as well. Now these cultures, those two cultures aren't as healthy as doing it the old-fashioned way, because those microbes actually break down the sugars and stuff in flours and stuff. And like the Bible states, point blank, bread is the staff of life, but it also says man cannot live off bread alone. So it's evident that bread has a lot of good qualities to it, but the problem is today they have processed it and done so much to it, we're not getting these whole grains the way we're supposed to. So making your culture and actually feeding it every day and everything is much better for your health. Like making your own yogurt is very healthy for you, buttermilk. Once you get your digestive system from your mouth straight to the end, that is where your health is going to rest your whole life. If you mess up, and I have throughout my life, you can rebound from it. Not 100%, but you can bounce back from it. I have, so I know you're capable of it. The body is capable of repairing at all times unless the cells are dead. That's the only thing. If the cells are weak, you could strengthen them up. If they're healthy, you can keep them going. But once they're dead, the only one who can give life back to anything is God. But if you have any cells working, you can fight to get your health back. So let me get these going. Oh, I've got to put my glasses around. All right, now we need 2 cups of liquid culture. As you can see, I brought my cultures down to this size. And I feed it every day. This is my liquid culture, and every day I feed it 2 ounces of milk. Scratch that. My liquid culture, after I brought it down to this size, I give it 2 ounces of water and 1.5 ounces of flour. Now to figure that out, 2 tablespoons equal an ounce, so you could figure out the math on that. There I go. I barely get started, which is typical of me. Yeah, it didn't land there, it landed on me, of course. You'll see the liquid up at the top of the sourdough. Stir it in. Those are those cultures they're eating. Oh, let me read the sponge culture to you, just in case you want sponge culture feedings. Now, if you have your sponge culture, you will be giving it 1/4 a cup of flour with 3 tablespoons of water if you're going down to a quart size. These are the ratios that I use for a quart size. I don't need 1/2 gallon. My family quit eating so much bread, so I could finally go down to a lower amount. And they tell me all the time, I love your bread, Mommy. So I think that's very nice. My husband did too. And his friends, and the vets at the VA when I baked for them. That's one thing vets love. When you sit there and make something, make sure you break it enough for practically everybody. Everybody wants it. My brother, husband's brother, when he went to the hospital, I would come in with stuff, and he did not know, but his friends all got around his bed. The vets managed to get around to go have some, so I always had to bring a lot. So we need 2 cups of this liquid culture. Oh, and I do miss them. They are fun. The vets are fun. I've never met a vet that was nasty. I guess as my husband said, after all the shit they went through with the military, you know, have a better disposition for it. Okay, now they want us to add, now this one, we're using all-purpose flour. Do not use bread flour. We need all-purpose, and you're gonna add 1 cup to this culture. Do not pack it, just fill the cup up, level it off, and pour it in. What we're doing is we're activating this culture to be fully activated so we can make the bread during a timeline. And now they want 1/4 cup of water added to it. Now, when you're proofing this, you do not use anything but flour and water. Do not use potato water, do not use milk, do not use any of those liquids, only just straight water. And not even hot because you will kill it. You just want it, just take from the tap. What you're going to do is beat this until smooth. Now what you do is you're going to put this in a warm place. And you're going to leave it alone. So that's what I'm going to go do. Wash my hands and move it. I put mine in the dining room. It's a nice place where it likes it. And I'll be right back. Okay, now the sourdoughs, you do not cover them because they pick up the cultures in the air. That's the best sourdough you can have and the best bread that you can possibly have. And I know all our breads, flours and stuff are being processed, changed, genetically done, and everything else. So the best way is to do the best that we can. All right, now you're gonna let that sit till this evening, 12 hours from now, or whenever you do it. I'm sorry, I'm doing it at 5, so mine will be 5 this evening. But anyway, this evening, what you're gonna do is add another cup of all-purpose flour and 1/4 cup tepid water, and you're gonna beat it again, and you're gonna put it back there and leave it till tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning, we'll proceed to start making bagels. But you have to go through these steps because you're proofing this to bring all these cultures alive and ready to take off. If you don't, there's a difference. Now, for the people who didn't hear me talk about yeast. The yeast that you buy in the store, there's over 400 microbes in the air for yeast, okay? What they did was they learned how to find the one that grows the fastest. That's the one that you buy in the store. You use it, an hour later it rises. So they took that microbe out, pulled it out, learned how to dehydrate it, activate it and everything, and they sell it in the store. That's what you have there. But when you do flour and water and you use the air and you're catching these microbes in the air in the spring, you get over 400 of them. Now each one does something for your body. So it's not that you're, so when you take just this fast rising one and you use white flour, what are you getting? Can you tell me what you're getting? You really don't know what you're getting, but you know you got a loaf of bread. It's all sugar. Well, it's carbohydrate. That is sugar. It's starch. And there's over 40 vitamins, not counting amino acids and minerals and the acids that you need as well. You have the amino acids, the linoleic, I can't pronounce these names. And you have other acids. They're usually in the oils, all right? So you have those. You have the bulk. You have so much, but what they do is they take all that away. And they might add B6. I think, what else do they add in the flour? I'd have to get it, but if you read it, you'll see very few nutrients in it, if any. So when they take all that away and you eat it, your body is going to become short on these things in time. So that's why this culture is really great for you, and using whole grains are really, really good for you. That's why I'll be showing you people who don't know how to work with sourdough. I'll be showing you different bread recipes, and then those who work with sourdough, I'll have sourdoughs, and then I'm also starting to go into my European breads that we'll be working with as well. I think I've only done one so far because I'm trying to bring you up to par. And for people who are afraid of working with yeast, I'll show you how you can work with baking powder and baking soda and make things that way. But I hope that you graduate to actually using wild yeast, which is better and healthier for us and for your family as well. But that's a big difference in all of these. You can use those fast yeast. You can, this is your choice, but for me, I prefer to go the old way because I feel better. I have noticed a big difference on myself as well, and how my sons are as well. So we can see the difference of what it's doing for us. So take care. That's just some information to help you. But anyway, we're making sourdough bagel. I cannot find my other bagel recipe. I've got to find it for the ones who don't make sourdough. I'll find it. Give me time. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we will be making our first batch of sourdough bagels. Take care and listen. Enjoy the day. Bye-bye.